Hey, Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
and you're on the air with Powers Squared. We're here to introduce our new colorist, Jen Moreno. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. You literally just started with us.
hmm
You haven't gotten
Yes.
there's one of these on the way to you at some point.
hmm
So you can
All right.
have your own, something to wear it on the show. Um, So congratulations, you're the winner of our little contest. So you could be the yes.
Yes.
Appreciate your entering, and we're welcome you on board. Uh,
Thank you.
you came through us through your connection with Julia Cannon. You want to
hmm
tell us a little bit about how you know her?
Um. So it was. I don't know if it was by chance, but I was barely coming back from Mexico, so they had me 1 year in high school, one extra year in high school,
Uh huh.
and that's pretty much the only reason why I know her because she came in ninth grade that year. So and I had started a club at the time, an anime club,
Uh huh.
so people could hang out after school, and that's where I met her. She joined everybody else trying to learn Japanese, look into anime, watch anime, play video games, things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like Julia.
yeah.
Uh, um, okay, so she also said you guys worked on a project together. You don't have to get into the who's and what's and all that, but um,
Yeah.
you worked on some sort of project together, so she knew you were good. So can you tell us anything about that? You know, I know there was a non-disclosure agreement or whatever, but is there anything you can say about that?
Mm, well, it was a. I don't know how much I can say, but I all I know is just we were hired to illustrate various scenes to pitch for a TV show or a
Okay,
show in general for this person that hired us.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's all. I'm just curious. You know, you guys have worked together. I was just trying to establish
Yeah.
that and trying to
Yeah,
find out
and
secrets about other people's stuff.
and she was pretty much the one that recommended me to that too because it was 2020. I didn't work on anything but freelance
Uh huh.
artwork on my own, so she knew that I still did artwork by that time.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally? Did you get, college, high school, all that kind of stuff?
Mhm. So I was born here in California. Lived for a while, then went to Mexico around my younger teen years for 5 years.
Uh huh.
Came back around the 17, 18, and from then on, you know, here ever since.
Okay.
I went into the graphic design career because I really didn't know anything about university careers, what options there was, or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I still stuck with illustration. Um, I don't know. I went to the graphic design option because, uh, being in LA, you would think that you can get work, a lot more work, but it didn't work out. It didn't pan out as planned.
Okay.
And so I've been from job to job doing different kinds of things like dishwashing, CNC machinist, desk work, things like that. So various other experience,
Okay.
and just been drawing on my free time whenever I can.
Okay.
hmm
Did you go to college or junior college or you said
University,
what university?
university, yeah,
Which one?
season,
CSUN. Oh, okay. Hey, you went to
yeah.
CSUN.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Did you graduate CSUN or just
No,
okay?
unfortunately, I had some personal conflicts, turmoil at the time, so I couldn't
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
concentrate on school.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
What, go ahead.
I was just saying fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked on a PhD for a while, and you don't call me doctor because I didn't get it, so I understand you not getting the
It's
degree that you
fine.
after for. Yeah.
As long as you're learning, you should be good.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter with a degree.
True. All right.
Yeah.
That wasn't a requirement for the job either. So, so what art or artist inspired you to take up graphic art?
mm, I don't think there was an artist at the time that inspired me to do graphic art. I just liked the cleanliness at the time. And it was the point when I got into university was the point where I actually had proper access to internet. So I was completely new to everything that was in the internet space.
Okay.
Are there
Yeah.
any artists that currently inspire you?
Yeah.
There's Yume, Tiramisu, um not at the top of my head.
All right.
But I do follow a lot of them on Twitter, so I that's where I usually see all of them,
All
Okay.
right.
like retweet and all that.
All right.
Hmm.
What got you? So your interest in art was just
Mm,
the look or something? I mean, what was your?
I think it was a way for me to vent out emotions at a time that I didn't have any other medium to really, or anyone else to really express these feelings. So I put it all on paper, especially at the time that I was starting to get into anime without no, realizing that it was anime
Uh-huh.
or that it was a whole different category. And so at the time, I would buy chips that had like hogs,
Yeah.
like those little chip things,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and that's where I would draw some of the characters that I like. So I started drawing out from there, entering contests in school, and even though that didn't get me anywhere, I just liked the, and I enjoyed the process of drawing and learning from my mistakes and going on from there.
Oh, good. All right. Uh, so I know however you pronounce.
Hmm?
Koyuki.
Yeah, you
Yes.
you have according to our bio on you, you're AKA Koyuki and KS Cart, KSK Art.
Hmm.
So where did those come from?
That was also during the time that I was, starting to draw out, learning anime, what anime was. I saw online that a lot of people go went with aliases, and I wanted something more unique than just Yuki meaning snow or Sakura meaning cherry blossom, things like that. And so I kind of learned a little more about kanji Japanese by searching how to compose his name together. And so it's kind of fitting to my own real name, where Koyuki means snow child and Kuroya means, I think it was Black Knight, Dark Knight,
All right.
where Moreno in Spanish would mean like dark skin tone or skin tone that is,
Oh,
darker in color. Yeah.
okay.
So it kind of,
Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll just call you Jen if that's okay. Uh,
yeah.
so here's a kind of a joke question. You've always wanted to be the colorist for Powers Squared, right? It's a
I
dream
really
come
didn't
true.
expect actually.
I, um, so have you been able to read any of the issues that we've made available?
Yeah, I read through most of them. I know there's like up to 17 available
Yeah.
um
I switched out
throughout
some
this past
recently
week.
because I realized the one of the cover or something was off, so I tried to
Mhm.
Yeah.
get them all so they look the same. But okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, yeah.
so do you have a favorite character or anything like that?
Mm, right now it's Marty.
Okay. And why Marty?
Even though he lets himself, influenced by women sometimes. I like the fact that he seems a lot more experienced. He knows when things are going down sometimes, except for that last issue. I think it was 15 or 16 where he was dating that one journalist from the school.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
yeah. What was her name?
but
When I came up with it, I can never remember. It's like three.
Quincy Victoria Davidson.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. Well,
yeah.
okay. Um, so now that you've read it, do you have any questions you want to ask us about it?
Mm, not at the moment. I think it's still at the point where it's revealing a lot still to. I mean, I got to the point where why they got their powers, but as to why Mocha was being chased, that will be. I think that will be a lot more spoilery then.
Yeah, we actually, I think, kind of we don't really deal. Well, we kind of deal with why she's being chased kind of as it goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll
hmm
kind of get around to that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a favorite villain from from it?
Favorite villain?
Yeah, well, we have one main one, but we have other ones too.
Yeah. I think it was Professor Theorem that I liked the most.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, she was really clever, even though that she was trying to escape the grasp and trying to get her sister back.
Uh huh.
Um, I think her intentions are, her intentions are good to try to help the powers get through their issues,
Yeah.
especially with attacking their bedroom kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
I like the whiteboard and the. I saw the Napoleon
Theorem.
theorem drawn somewhere, and I thought that'd be kind of a cool portal. So it came up with having a math teacher. So use it.
hmm
So that was kind of
Okay.
yeah. It was kind of sort of you see stuff and how can I incorporate that? I just thought it looked like really cool. I don't I
Yeah.
don't know if Napoleon himself came up with it or not, or it's just called the Napoleon theorem. Okay. We noticed that you have a website,
hmm
kskart.com.
hmm
You want to tell us about that?
So initially started as a blogger website. It's one of the I don't know websites under Google where it was free, and I just started posting things there, art, things of my life, and all that. And then just transferred to Wix, where it's just easier to put elements, compose your website, all that, and show my artwork a little easier, a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know, just all in one place instead of having to upload file by file type of
Yeah.
thing. And I've had it, I don't know, since like 2012, 2014.
Well,
So it's been a bit.
yeah. So you also have a lot of the information seems tied to subscription. Do you have a lot of subscribers?
No, not at the moment. Before, like 2 months before that, I started working a different second job. Um, I had, I was able to get affiliate on Twitch, and so I decided, well, if people don't want to decide not to get a subscription on Twitch, but they want it on Ko-fi or Patreon or whatever other website I decide to create, I would just have it all in on my website so that I can I myself give access to whatever they want to see,
Right.
Okay.
like a central point. Yeah.
Have you? I know you had a Twitch channel. Do you have you posted there recently?
Not recently, no. This past job, it was kind of it took a lot of my free time off. Like it would be my weekend,
Yeah.
and then I would go back to my main job.
All right. So yeah,
So
you haven't.
yeah, yeah, I didn't have enough time to stream then on.
Well, as we discussed, if you want to stream coloring Powers Squared, feel free to do that.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
for sure.
so, Symphony, anything you want to tell us about yourself that we wouldn't have found on our own? I mean,
Well, I made an anime club.
oh yeah, that was good.
um, I did a mural for that high school too. It wasn't complete, but
Oh, what high
because
school?
East Valley High School in North Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, it's on the fourth floor, and it was for a art project, but we ran out of time, and by the time I wanted to go back, they didn't let access to just anyone, even former graduates. So
They're afraid
yeah,
you'll do something to the school. I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've been back to my high school since I graduated. uh, but
Yeah, I attempted many times to just, hey, I know this teacher. She let me do this and that, and it's like, yeah, no, we can't. So,
that's too
oh
bad.
well.
So you don't know if it's finished or not, or
No, I really don't know the status of.
to this day, there's like this outline and nothing painted.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to be a member of the comic book club next week?
Yes.
And
I
you've
still need to read that though,
yeah,
so it's gonna yeah.
it's 8 pages. It really won't kill you to read. I
Mhm.
mean, it's not like it's a manga or something.
Yeah.
Volume one.
Of that length.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And there's a link on our Discord to it, so it should be
Mhm.
free for you as well.
Right.
Any questions you
Okay.
want to ask?
Uh, I'm not too sure about anything professionally related. What's your favorite anime?
Depends on era. When I was a kid, it was Card Captor. When I was a teenager, it was like Trigon, FMA, that kind of
Yeah.
not edgy, but
Yeah.
And then as an adult, I don't really watch anime anymore unless like someone recommends it to me just for the lack of time.
All right.
That um now that I live in my own space, I have my own chores to do and all that, so
Yeah.
that kind of just takes a lot of my time.
All right.
Okay. Do you have any
hmm
like? Well, do you have a favorite movie or not anime movie, just movie in general?
Favorite movie?
We're gonna get into colors and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I'm just curious.
Uh, I haven't even recently watched a movie proper. Um, Usually with friends, it would be, and mostly animated or Korean type shows where what was that one called? I forgot what it was called, but it was about a family pretending to be a worker to a richer family, and they kind of just
Parasite.
introduce. There you go, Parasite.
Okay.
That was pretty much the last movie that I watched with my friends
Wow,
on Discord. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a while back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any sort of favorite music you listen to? Get into
Rock,
that.
punk rock, and I guess screamo. I like some screamo, but not just in general listen to it.
All right.
So
Yeah.
you said punk rock.
Mhm.
Who? What? Do you have a band you want to talk about?
Uh, One OK Rock would be one. There's a Japanese band that also sings English,
Okay.
or at the same time
Yeah.
in one song. Sometimes they've done covers for I think Black Rock Shooter video game and I think recently the Sonic game, the recent Sonic game.
Yeah.
Have you
hmm
heard of them?
Uh. Well, I. Not really.
Okay.
But
I was just curious.
I have Sonic Frontiers in my backlog.
Okay. So you'll get to it and you'll go, hey, that's the band.
Yeah.
All right. Um, have you always lived in when you've been in California? Has it always been in LA?
Yeah, it's always been in LA.
Alright.
Do you like LA?
Sometimes, like there's goods and bads, and with every city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I used to live in North Hollywood, and there was always bus access, let's say, or just a liquor store around the corner.
Yeah.
And where I live now, it's like unless you have a car, maybe, and only one bus that passes by every hour, and that's
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Aren't you still in North Hollywood?
No,
Alright.
Oh, because I thought that was the address I had for you was North Hollywood.
no, and that's my mailing address. I try not to keep, you know.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. So things are going to your mailing address.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not trying to get to what your address is, but I thought it was North. Because the T-shirt's going to North Hollywood, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
Right now, currently, that's where my relatives live, so I know. Um, I don't won't have difficulty getting it. So
Okay.
yeah. Right now, I'm living in Lake Balboa. Lake Balboa, Reseda
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
in Lake Balboa.
Oh, so probably get a coffee sometime.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, I don't want to get where exactly we are, but yeah, we're
We can
Near
talk about that off stream.
Yeah, I guess so. We can talk about where all that stuff is. Yeah, but we're obviously pretty close by. So,
Mm-hmm.
so we're in Lake Balboa, and we consider ourselves Van Nuys,
Yeah.
Lake Balboa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like that border area where I live.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to think like Balboa because it's a tiny little lake, you know.
Yeah, it's a tiny section, so it's like
It's a little slice, but it makes it sound, oh, we're Lake Balboa.
yeah.
Not Van Nuys, oh, we're Lake Balboa. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I think that's about it.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure to meet you finally. And we will see you next week and probably the week after because we have a team meeting on the 30th where we get.
Okay.
And, I'll try to give you, an advance notice of all these things. But we do, so next week is our comic book club.
Yes.
And then the next week is our team meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same time as always?
Same time as always. 6 o'clock
Okay.
on Friday. Just ruin everybody's evening.
Right after work, you gotta watch it.
Well, yeah, there you go. And I figure it's kind of early enough that if you want to do something later, it's not 8 o'clock. We're trying to do it in the middle of,
Yeah.
middle of the night. So it
That's
gives
for sure.
Gives you the rest of the evening to do something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
All right, so if you're watching this on YouTube later and you like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and what do we leave a comment about?
All right. All right. So until next time, I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins.
And I'm Jen.
And we'll see you next week on the air with Powers Squred.